morning, 5th grade. We are ready for language lesson 155. Today we're going to review how to find direct objects and indirect objects in a sentence. Remember, we are going to learn about 5 different types of complements, and direct objects and indirect objects are the first 2. The word complement, the root word, is complete. So complements actually complete a sentence. Now, let's talk about first this morning how to find a direct object. So the first thing we're going to do when we're looking for a direct object is to find our prepositional phrases, because remember, our direct objects can never be found in a prepositional phrase, and that could confuse us. If we're looking at the object of the preposition, we might think it is our direct object when it's really not. So let's look at our first sentence. I sent my mother a birthday card. Are there any prepositional phrases here? There are not in this sentence, so we're good with that. Now, find the verb. Is the verb action or being? What's the verb in this sentence? Sent. Sent is the verb. Now, direct objects and indirect objects only come after action verbs, not being verbs. So, is this an action verb or a being verb? It is an action verb, so we could have a direct object after this. Now we need to find the subject. Who or what sent? I is the subject. I sent. Now put the subject and verb together and ask whom or what to find the direct object. I sent whom or what? What did I send? Card, right? I sent card. Now I just did this, but read them together and see if it sounds correct. I sent a card. Does that sound okay? Yes, so we found the right thing. Card is our direct object. Let's look for a direct object in the second sentence. Phil gave me a piece of paper. So first of all, let's put parentheses around our prepositional phrases to make sure we do not get them confused with what our direct object actually is. So here we have of paper. Now we know, because it's a prepositional phrase, our direct object is not going to be found in the prepositional phrase. Next of all, find your verb. What is the verb here? Gave. Is gave an action verb or a being verb? An action verb. So there could be a direct object after this. Now, who or what gave? This will tell us what our subject is. Phil. Phil gave. Third thing we need to do is read the subject and verb together and ask who or what to find the direct object. This will be the fourth thing, I guess. I said third. Phil gave whom or what? Phil gave a piece, right? Phil gave a piece. Does that sound correct? Yes, so we found the correct direct object. Now, to find an indirect object, you first of all find your direct object. An indirect object is going to be found, if there is one, it's going to be found in between the action verb and the direct object. Indirect objects answer the questions to whom or for whom, or to what or for what. Okay? So, here, to find an indirect object, we're going to read our subject, verb, direct object, and ask the questions. So I sent a card to whom or for whom? I sent for mother, right? I sent a card for mother. Is that what he did? Yes. So mother is going to be our indirect object. I'm just going to put parentheses around that. I sent card to whom or for whom? And it was for mother, so that is your indirect object. Now we have Phil gave a piece to whom or for whom, to what or for what? Who was it for? Me. Now something about indirect objects is that they are pretty much like a prepositional phrase without the preposition, and I'll just show you what I mean by that. We could say, I sent, let's see here, I sent to my mother a birthday card. And then to is a preposition, this would be the object. Or Phil gave to me a piece of paper. Okay, so indirect objects are like a prepositional phrase without the preposition. So they're not a prepositional phrase. But if they would just have a preposition before them, then the indirect object would become an object of preposition. You're going to be working with these things in your lesson today. First of all, on page 276, do write B. Then you have think C. Think A on page 277, and finish up with, let's see, right, okay, yeah, think A on page 277 is what you'll do on page 277. Okay, I believe that is all for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.